science teacher know how digestion works, because mine doesn't. They think that we should go to the bathroom for AT lunch. He's supposed to be a teacher, but acts like a 0.5-year-old. And get this, he said, when we get in the classroom, we don't get out until we need to leave. Like we can't control our bladder, idiot. Also, doesn't he don't know about digestion? Problems, man. Like, I'm sorry, I need to poo. Subscribe if you don't want a cookie.
Teachers be like, oh, you can't wear makeup, you can't wear jewelry, you can't dress how you want, you can't paint your nails, you can't do this, you can't do that, blah, 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 blah. And if you live in the UK, you'll know that on the 8th of March, we're going back to school after the lockdown. Over that lockdown, I've been wearing makeup, I've been wearing whatever clothes I want, I've been painting my nails, I've been wearing jewelry. Has it affected my learning in any way? No. And then teachers come back saying like, oh, but we need to set the boundaries somewhere. We'll set the boundaries somewhere. Make boundaries. But like, let teenagers express themselves.
So when I was in 4th grade, slime was really popular. It was so popular to the point everyone was making it and people would trade their slimes all the time. I was one of those people. I also did YouTube videos and some of the kids from my school would watch them. I basically did slime tutorials and I would sell my slimes for 50 cents. One time I got a comment from this girl named Augusty Musty. She commented on my video saying how she wanted to buy the slime I made. I said yes, of course. The next day at recess we both met behind the basketball courts. I brought the slime she asked for and told her that it would cost 50 cents. This bitch said she only brought a quarter. She kept demanding me to give her the slime for a quarter, so I had enough. I slapped that hoe in the head with the slime and the slime got stuck in her hair. I started putting more slime in her hair. Then when it was all in there I yanked the slime out. I swear I ripped so much hair out of her head that she looked like an egg. Her hair came out in clumps and it looked like she had lice and fleas. I pulled her hair so hard it made her shart. She pulled the most clumpy, Donald Trumpy, very lumpy, made her grumpy, Humpty Dumpty, smelled like a dumpy, made roads bumpy, made me thinky, it smelled stinky, made the boys winky, marker inky, wanna linky, I ran far, hit her with a car, went to the bar, twinkle twinkle little star, gave her scars, smoked cigars, sounded like a jaguar, went to Mars, shit I have ever seen. She went to the hospital and she turned out to have bowel cancer. Day in math class I was sitting next to this girl named Lucy McBoozy when our teacher surprised us with a test and a 6-page work packet. When Lucy McBoozy heard that, she got up on her desk and started to do some Tarzan jungle man swinging from a rubber band shit. Freaking out, she galloped over to the teacher's desk and took out the sloppiest, wappiest, stink-dinking, wettest shat and threw it on the teacher's head. When the class smelled that, most of them passed out and most ran out the room. Lucy McBoozy wasn't finished with the shat and more came out. The office thought there was a shooter in the school, so we went into lockdown. The office then realized it was Lucy McBoozy's stinky ass. Turns out she had bowel cancer, the Great Plague, the Spanish flu and coronavirus. Now cause of her we are doing online school, so our school and get a deep clean.
Understand why teachers have to act like such bloody Karens whenever we want to go to the bathroom. Like, it's just a regular day at school. You're working hard. Well, yeah, kinda, yeah. And then you have the sudden urge to pee. You ask the teacher, and then they're like, no, you're not wasting my lesson time on you going to the toilet. You should have gone at lunch. Yeah, hun. No. You see, let me teach you how the human body works. I didn't need to go at lunch. My food has to digest first. Yeah, I don't digest it straight away. Also, sometimes you get that slightest bit lucky, and then they're like, okay, just wait for Vanessa to get out. We don't want you two girls talking. No. Hun, let me get this thing straight. I don't like Vanessa. I don't think anyone likes Vanessa. So, we're not going to exactly have a full-on conversation in the toilets. Like, what do you think it is, a mother's meeting? I remembered something that was super embarrassing. I have so many embarrassing stories. I think this was in 4th grade, I'm pretty sure. I just received this, I think it was a lip oil. I was obsessed with it. I would wear it to school every single day, but not on my lips. I would smear it all over my cheeks. One day when we got back from recess, these guys were teasing me about how I had a crush on every guy in the school because I had lip oil on my face. I looked like I was sunburnt, and I was just trying to like say no. I'm just like tired from recess and all because I was too embarrassed to tell them that I smeared lip oil all over my face to give me that cute blush look. So they always teased me about it like every single day after recess, till the point where I had to write to the counselor, these boys are teasing me because I'm blushing and they think I like them. It's just blush. And I think the counselors were laughing about it.
My teacher announced to the class that we were gonna do a Kahoot. I threw my bag of Cheeto Puffs in the air and screamed because I was so excited. I knew I was going to win the Kahoot. Everyone else looked at me like I was on drugs because of how hyper I was. They all knew that I was gonna win since I have never lost a game of Kahoot before. The game started and I was obviously the first to join. My username was KahootMaster235, of course. Most people joined and so the teacher started the game. Some people didn't join because they knew I was gonna win. There were 15 questions. I was in the lead, but when I saw the leaderboard, this kid with the username You're Gonna Lose Sophia89 was really close behind me. Everyone was cheering them on because they wanted to see me fail. I was like, oh hell no, ratatata, that ain't gonna happen. I couldn't lose lose my streak of winning. I got the 10th question wrong, but you're gonna lose. Sophia 89 got it right, so they went up to first place and I went to second. I did well the rest of the game, and when it announced the winners, I was in fucking second place and they crippled stretched Ed Sheeran cereal box stanky ho brick eating Kojojo Siwa on steroids bitch won. Everyone was applauding them and I realized it was Becky Necky. I decided since everyone was laughing, I let out the most wubble double bubble hubble nubble mubble pubble lubble cubble zubble shit. It managed to make the school catch on fire. Everyone evacuated and everyone was covered in smoke. Everyone apologized to me for laughing at me. It turned out I had bowel cancer and I had to go to the doctor since my asshole had 3rd-degree burns.
The school loved Miss Quinn for obvious reasons. And I'll never forget this day. It was a bright, sunny Tuesday afternoon. Miss Quinn called my name and said, "Jacob, can you stay after class for me? I need to show you something." Everyone in the class unanimously started saying, "Ooh," under their breath. You know how high school is. Everyone thought I was in trouble, and to be honest, I thought I was in trouble too. So I started thinking of every little bad thing I had done in the last few weeks. I didn't copy anyone's homework. I didn't cheat on the test, in this class at least. So at this point, my heart is literally racing. I can feel my heartbeat beating out of my chest. I look up at the clock and I swear every minute felt like an hour. So finally, the bell rings and I try to sneak out with the rest of the class, but she stopped me at the door and said, "You're coming with me." And everyone started saying, "Ooh," all over again. She got everyone out of the classroom, shut the door, took me to her desk, and she showed me a picture of her puppy. Turns out she just had a puppy and she was wondering if I would adopt it.
So one time in class it was my birthday and I brought in these cupcakes for everyone to share. There is this one kid who is very allergic to gluten, and so I thought I bought gluten-free cupcakes. I was wrong. When we started to eat, the kid's face turned green and asked if he could use the bathroom. The teacher said yes, but as soon as the kid stood up, the most aggressive thick, double-decker brick, do a flip, really hot chick, not so quick shard in the whole universe, the window shattered and the sprinklers went off. Everybody swore they saw Satan outside. The kid sharded for like 5 minutes straight with no breaks. He got the shart all over his chair and all over the walls. Once he was done, he was taken to the hospital for how aggressive the shart was.
Teachers are so hypocritical. I was late to my French lesson in school by not even 2 minutes. 2 minutes! And my French teacher gave me a whole rant about how I have to arrive on time. But the next week, we were sitting in the classroom after lunch, and the same teacher did not show up for 20 whole minutes. Don't get me wrong, having no teacher for 20 minutes and wasting 20 minutes of a lesson is fun. But when she came back, she was all like, "Sorry, I lost track of time. Please forgive me." It just does not make sense. Actually, did school even exist during COVID? Like, I always woke up 1 minute before school started and stayed in bed until lunch. I didn't even pay attention half the time and was FaceTiming my friends during tests. But the real panic was when your teacher asked you to turn your camera on, but you're there literally lying on your bed, eating cereal.
One time when I was in class, I had a very aggressive urge to fart. I was scared it was more than a fart, so I asked the teacher to go to the bathroom and she said yes. I ran down the hallway with my hands on my butt preparing for the worst. I reached the bathroom and slammed the door shut and had the most stinky, slinky, dinky, double-decker Twinkie, extra pepperoni, piggy, sticky shard in the whole world. The walls started to cave in and I'm pretty sure I saw Jesus out the window. The fire alarm went off and everyone was screaming. They thought Thanos snapped his fingers. I screamed in the bathroom sounding like a dying goat. I stopped after 5 minutes and felt like I just killed half the all-known universe myself.